This is the story of a dog whose loyalty outlasted everything going, even time itself. His name was Bruno, and for 2 years, he and his owner shared an unbreakable bond, forged on morning walks and quiet evenings. They were inseparable. Bruno slept where his owner slept, woke when his owner woke, and watched the door every time he left. On a cold Tuesday in November, his owner left for work heavy, just like every other day. But this time, he did not come back. Bruno waited by the road. 1 hour, then 2, then the stars came out. And still, he stayed. A week passed. Neighbors noticed the dog. Some left water. They tried to adopt him. Time and again. Every time, he walked a few steps, then turned back. Through storms, through heat, through loneliness, Bruno never chose comfort over loyalty. The local children named him the Guardian. He had become part of the street's heartbeat, a silent, faithful landmark. A local veterinarian examined him. His body was strong, but in his eyes. When the cold came, the neighborhood built him shelter. Not to keep him, just to keep him safe. Scientists say dogs don't understand this. But Bruno didn't need to understand. He just needed to hope. Hachiko waited 9 years. Greyfriars Bobby, 14. Loyalty, it seems, does not consult a calendar. Even in winter's deepest silence, Bruno held his post, as if the road itself owed him an answer. Spring returned, and with it, a new wave of people who heard Bruno's story and came to see him for themselves. A local news segment aired. Within 48 hours, Bruno's story had been seen by millions. The world was watching Kate.
Strangers from 40 countries sent Bruno letters, food, and love. He accepted the food. The rest he didn't seem to understand.
Perhaps what Bruno taught people most wasn't about dogs at all. It was about waiting. About not giving up on the ones you love. 3 years. The gray came for his muzzle but not his resolve. Every morning, same corner, same direction, same hope. He still believed. And perhaps that is the most extraordinary thing about a dog, Moom. They never stop believing in the people they love. Was he waiting for a footstep he'd recognize? A scent carried on the wind? A voice only he could hear? Animal behaviorists explain that dogs don't grieve like humans. They process absence. To Bruno, his owner had simply not yet returned. Year 4. 4 winters. 4 springs. And 1 dog. In the 4th year, the city made it official. Bruno's Corner. A real place on a real map, named after a dog who simply refused to leave. Even in sleep, he faced the road. As if even in dreams, he was still looking. The hashtag Bruno Waits reached 112 million impressions. People across the world checked in on him daily. He had become everyone's dog. Then, in the 47th month, investigators made a discovery. Something that would change everything about Bruno's story. Bruno's owner had suffered a medical emergency that morning he left. He had been hospitalized, conscious but unable to communicate for nearly a year. He was alive. He had spent months recovering from a brain injury that had robbed him of speech Morse and the memory of where he lived. It was a sister, 3 provinces away, who recognized Bruno in a viral news article. She made the call that started everything. Months of rehabilitation followed, learning to walk again, to speak again, and then learning why there was a dog waiting for him somewhere. The day he returned, he came quietly. No cameras, no crowds, just a man in his late 30s. Bruno was 50 meters away when he felt it. Not sight, not sound. Something older. 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days. That is how long it took for one man's footstep to fall at the right corner again. No words were needed. The man held the dog. The dog pressed his face into the man's chest. An entire neighborhood had been holding its breath for 4 years. In that moment, they finally let it go. Some bonds cannot be broken by time. Science cannot fully explain it. Words cannot fully contain it. A dog's loyalty doesn't fade with time. It simply waits, patient, silent, for every dog still waiting. for every human afraid to come back. This story is for you.